guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be filming the What Would You Keep or Give Up While Writing challenge created by Brooke Passmore. I'm going to leave the original links down below, but it just looked like so much fun and I've seen some other people doing it and I wanted to participate myself. Basically, the way you play the game is you pick a handful of things that you need or really like having while you write. You write them all down, you put them on pieces of paper, and then you put them all in a cup. I have my Write Without Fear, Edit Without Mercy mug, and basically I have them all written here. I'm going to pull out two. Between the two of them, pick which one I need more for writing, and then after I go through all of them, put the winners back in, do it again, put the winners back in, so that I can find the ultimate thing that I cannot live without while I'm writing. I'm going to mention first, there's a couple of things that I didn't put in because I obviously needed them. Like the computer I'm writing on, obviously I need that. Water, I can't go without water. So things like that I didn't include, but I picked out 16 things because I figured I would have just two at the end and I was really excited for that. So 16 things, let's see what I need while writing. First, my watch or my phone versus, my outline. So for watch/phone, I feel like I need to know what time it is because, I don't know, I need to know how much time I'm spending on an activity, or else I start worrying that I'm spending too long on it or I'm wasting my day. And if I know okay, I've only been writing for this much time, then I don't know, it helps me. Or sometimes it's the opposite, I've already been writing for this much time, I really need to pick up the pace. And also a lot of times I write before I go to bed, so I need to be keeping an eye on the time to kind of keep myself motivated. Outline, however, is also really motivating in its own way. I can get discouraged if I don't know what time it is and, I think I'm writing for too long or not long enough or anything like that. But I learned during my pantsing experiment that I need to know where I'm going or else I have no motivation to get there. So I'm going to say outline. Our next two are going to be my to-do list versus fan/heater. So for fan/heater, obviously being comfortable is really important, and I live in Canada so it gets really cold a lot of times, and when I'm cold I have a lot of trouble typing, but when I'm warm I am just miserable. I cannot cool myself down, so being able to have a comfortable temperature is really important. My to-do list though, for this one I mean my daily to-do list. So if I don't have a plan for the rest of my day, I find it really hard to concentrate on writing because I'm so busy thinking okay, after I'm done writing, what do I do next? And I'm always thinking about the next thing and worrying okay, is there something I'm forgetting? Is there something I need to do? And I can't turn that part of my brain off. So even though it's really important to be comfortable, obviously, I think that I'm too distracted to write properly without my to-do list. So I'm gonna go with to-do list. Now let's see. A drink and fuzzy socks. So by drink I mean basically not water. Usually it's juice or chocolate milk, sometimes a hot chocolate in winter, but I just like having something else to drink. I always have my water with me, but I usually like having something else on the go as well. Fuzzy socks, first of all, obviously they're comfortable, but for me, having my fuzzy socks on means I don't have to leave the house that day, or I don't have to be doing anything else right now, because I don't like wearing fuzzy socks in my shoes. So to me, fuzzy socks means I'm relaxing even though I'm writing. Does that make sense? Okay, but which do I need more? I'm gonna go with fuzzy socks, I think. Because if I don't have my drink, I still have water. But if I don't have my fuzzy socks, yeah, I'm gonna go with fuzzy socks. Next, a hat versus a second screen. So for second screen, I mean either, usually if I'm typing on my desktop, that would be my laptop or my iPad, mostly because that way I can focus on just my writing without having to minimize it. Like when I have to minimize my writing, it's like out of sight, out of mind. But if I have that up and staring in front of me, even if I get distracted like doing something else, my writing is still there staring at me, and that helps me not get too distracted or not distracted for too long. A hat though, I am almost always wearing a hat. My hair is obviously not long enough to tie back, so for me my hat is what keeps my hair out of my eyes, and it just means like, you know, I am productive, I am ready to go. It's kind of the equivalent of people like tying their hair back, meaning like, we need business, this is concentration time. So, as helpful as my second screen is, I'm gonna go with my hat. I'd rather have my hat. Next, something to watch versus internet, and I put in brackets for research. So, okay, internet is pretty self-explanatory. Sometimes I need to research things, or even just quick little things like, I don't know, if what I'm writing makes sense. Sometimes it's certain expressions to make sure that I actually am using them properly, because I always doubt myself for stuff like that. Synonyms when I can't find the word I'm looking for. Like the internet, I use that for all of those things. Something to watch, it's usually wrestling. If we're being honest, it's usually wrestling or it's YouTube videos. But I don't know, I like having something to like partially pay attention to while I'm writing, even though like I know it's in theory probably distracting, but I don't know, people always say like there's no such thing as multitasking, but like it works for me. Just yeah. Between the two, would I rather not have anything to like watch or not be able to research anything? Okay, I'm gonna pick something to watch because as far as internet research goes, I can put a placeholder in and then look it up afterwards, which is probably what I should be doing anyways because that's a lot less distracting. But something to watch because that also includes like other tube videos, and I find it's really like motivating to be, you know, listening to other people talk about writing while I'm writing, if that makes sense. And booktube too, like people talking about their favorite books while I'm writing a book is like really cool. So yeah, something to watch. Next, music versus a clean house. Ooh. So music obviously is when I'm not watching something, but basically any sort of like background sounds. So that could be instrumentals, ambiance music, actual songs with lyrics. Clean house. If I have a dirty house, I basically can't concentrate on anything because I get very stressed out in like messy environments. And I don't mean like a spotless house, like it doesn't have to be completely clean. But if I have like a sink full of dishes and the floors need to be vacuumed and the laundry needs to be folded, and if there's too many things in my house or any sort of clutter in this room, I find it way too hard to concentrate. And I think I just talked myself into keeping this one because, yeah. Sorry, music. Next. Cat toys / rabbit treats versus my PJs. Okay, so for PJs, it's kind of the same thing as fuzzy socks. Like, it's comfortable and it's just like a little tip to myself of like, hey, you're at home, you don't have to be doing anything else, you can, you know, focus on this. Cat toys / rabbit treats are because I have pets. You've probably seen them climbing around, and my rabbit, you usually can hear him in the background if I don't edit it out. But I basically always have, actually here, in my pocket right now, I have Ripley's favorite ball. There's also one of those like fishing pole toys right there on the floor, and one of Spock's favorite little fuzzy mice is right there under the camera. So I always have cat toys around so that I can distract my cats when they won't leave me alone. is usually the rubber balls, because those are Ripley's favorite, and she is very, like, needy. I love my cats, but they're very, very needy. So sometimes I'll play fetch with Ripley for a little bit, or I'll just go and throw her ball across the house and she'll chase after it and, you know, entertain herself for a little bit. And then rabbit treats is because sometimes Mr. Balto over there likes to start chewing on his cage when he wants attention, because I'm in his room but not paying attention to him because I'm trying to write. So I have rabbit treats right here. So I'll just give him a little treat just to like be like, hey, I'm still paying attention to you, but like, stop chewing on your cage, please. So yeah, that'd be that one. So between that and pajamas, I'm gonna say cat toys / rabbit treats, because they are very distracting and they're very cute and very hard to say no to. So I'm gonna go with this one. And I think, yeah, I'm down to the last two, which are, author tube write-ins versus energy drinks. Now, you might see in the background of my videos, I don't have one right now, but I usually have an energy drink on my desk. Usually like a Monster or a Rockstar. So you might notice also, they are almost never open. I very, very rarely actually open them and drink them. I just like having them there to know that I can drink them. Like when I'm feeling tired, I have an energy drink nearby. So I tell myself like, hey, if I feel too tired, I'm allowed to drink that. But I usually don't, but just having it there is enough for me. But author tube write-ins is the most productive activity on the planet for me. Like when I'm writing, having a write-in, and half the time it's like a replay of one that I missed. And sometimes I'll rewatch them if like I was particularly productive in that one. But I don't know, first of all, listening to other people type, like the sound of people typing, is the best like writing ambiance sound possible. And just like, I don't know, it just, the writing sprints, the writing talk, feeling like I'm being surrounded by other writers is like so inspirational and motivating that as much as I like having my energy drink on my desk, definitely an author tube write-in. Alright, so now we are down to 8, so I'm putting them back in the mug, shaking them around a little bit, and let's see for round 2. Outline versus my to-do list. Ooh, okay. Basically, motivation versus distraction. Because like I said, not having my to-do list makes it hard to focus on my current task, but not having my outline makes it really hard to get through that current task. So I'm gonna say outline. Oh, I picked up 2. Perfect. Author tube write-in versus fuzzy socks. Comfort or productivity? I don't need fuzzy socks, I just like fuzzy socks. But an author tube write-in, it's a pretty good one. Cat toys and rabbit treats versus a clean house. Ooh. Oh. Now this one is hard because they're both like anti-distraction things. And not having a clean house is really stressful for me. But when I'm already like really, if I'm in the right mindset, I can ignore the fact that my house isn't clean. I can't ignore the fact that my cats are climbing all over me and my rabbit is chewing his cage. So I'm gonna go with cat treats and rabbit toys. And then the last 2. Something to watch versus a hat. I'm gonna say a hat. Because, I don't know, it just, yeah, there's something about wearing a hat that just means like, this is serious, I'm gonna get a lot of words written. while something to watch can be distracting at times. So a hat. All right, and now we're putting these 4 back in. Round 3, the semifinals. Hat versus an author tube write-in. This one is probably, this one is hard, but I'm gonna say author tube write-in. But I really like writing with a hat on. But yeah, I would rather watch an author tube write-in without a hat than have a hat without an author tube write-in. If that makes sense. Which means these 2 is my outline versus cat toys and rabbit treats. Ooh, okay. Apologizing to the pets, but I think I'm gonna go with my outline. Because I can just keep, you know, petting the cats and like setting them back on the floor, or like asking my rabbit politely to stop chewing on his cage. But if I don't have my outline and I get stuck, then I'm just plain stuck. Like, I can make do with having the pets bothering me. I can't make do without my outline, I don't think. Ooh, that one was tough. But that means that the finals is between an author tube write-in and my outline. Okay, let me think. So, when I don't have my outline, I feel like unmotivated and lost and like I can't go anywhere with my story. Without an author tube write-in, it feels more like casual. Like, an author tube write-in is for more like a long writing session. Like, if I'm gonna be writing for a couple hours, I wanna have this. But if I'm gonna be writing for a couple hours, can I go a couple hours without my outline? Actually, you know what? When I did my pantsing project back in April for camp, the thing that got me through it was author tube write-ins. You know, I didn't have my outline because obviously I was pantsing. And because of the author tube write-ins, that's what kept me going and that's what kept me motivated, and that's how I won Camp NaNoWriMo. So, our champion of the day for the #1 most helpful writing necessity, author tube write-ins. Okay, that was actually really, really fun. I didn't realize, like, some of them were kind of easy, some of them were really hard. And also, I like that even though there were some that, like, I mean, 15 of the 16 didn't win, but it really kind of helped me think about, like, what things I prioritize and why I need certain things. I don't know, this was really interesting. I like this. I really like, if you haven't seen Kate Kavanaugh's video, what she did is she picked those ones and then her final 4, I think it was, she wrote using only those 4 to see how it went. And then she did with the best 4 and the worst 4. So I think that was really interesting. I think I might try that one day and just see how it goes. But yeah, I think that was really productive. And I think it's pretty accurate too. Like, if I could only have one thing while writing, I think I would choose to have an author tube write-in. Because that's, I don't know, it's motivating and it helps me from being distracted, and it's just like, I don't know, it's a lot of things all in one. So okay, that was really, really cool. I want to say thank you to Brooke Passmore for creating such a fun challenge. If you guys want to do this challenge, or if you have done this challenge, let me know. I've seen a couple people's, but I would love to watch more. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to click the like button if you enjoyed the video so you can let me know, and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all of my videos. I post every Wednesday and Saturday, usually reading or writing related, and for the month of July I am doing like every couple daily vlog, like every other day vlogs for Camp NaNoWriMo. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter @tobuggy, and I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, have a great day. Bye!